to the warrants.
They called.
I'll do it.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Hey, non-hostiles. How big is this area? It's actually very small.
If none are better.
Not like this. Looks like a battle arena, basically. These empty barrels wait transport back to the Crusader supply depot. At least we have a back of stone skin, you know? Hopefully we'll never have to use it, but who knows. Ah, the ogre leader was something we need to free. Slug. Go way out. Me no talk with you. Who are you?
What you care? You out of cage, we in cage, eh? Whatever. Me Slug, leader of Ogre Band. We live in caves, go outside caves, take what we need, kill who we want. It good life.
So you're a slug, Mer's mate. You know Mer's? Yes, I met her at a camp near the cavern entrance. I was able to help her. How Mer's doing? She alright? Well, she was in the end. I slew Arbin Franceschi, allowing her to take control of your battle malcontents. What remains of it, at least. If Mer's trusts you, Slug trusts you. Let us out, we help.
Slug free!
Yeah, you're free.
Merce, all alone outside. Slug need find her, but first help you. In north end of river caverns is fresh water, good to drink. On wall next to pool is hiding hole. Ogre treasure there. It will help you kill shiners.
Thanks, buddy. Now, Slug, go, you secret passage. Get past Shiner guards. Kill them if they get in way. Find Mer's and then we kill Shiners. Everyone we can. They take Slug away from Mer's. Slug take heads away from bodies. Seems a reasonable thing to me. Okay, let's go take a look at that ogre cache.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Where exactly would it be? North of the river. There is the river there. So it could be pretty much anywhere, I guess.
At once.
Ah, it has been too long since Minsk journeyed with such a fine companion.
I'm hoping there's some kind of a notification or something when we get to the correct place. Maybe a place we can spot by highlighting. There aren't that many areas here after all, so that's new.
I've traveled with a lot of great people in the past, more than you might believe. But this is the best team ever.
Decent looking potions. And a weapon we can't particularly take advantage of. Hydra. 33% chance per hit of dealing 1d4, 2d4 or 3d4 points of piercing damage. Extra piercing damage. So it's a +2 Morningstar Flail that does a massive amount of extra damage. And we'd actually have a user for it, so it's not a total Always. This is the highest damage weapon we have. 33% is a very good percentage chance. Usually it's 5 or 10 or around those. So it's an okay weapon even without the extra damage, but the extra damage just can easily double or even more than that. The damage you do. Do I want to check up on a slug now? No, I don't. I have to escape from this place anyway. We can check on him at that point.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
At once.
Isn't here. I don't want to pick these +1 pieces of shit items.
With flair!
Decent bolts, but no one's using bolts. Anti-magic arrows, yes. I think Minsk is running out.
I'll do it.
So there's basically 2 paths we can take. I'm expecting a boss fight. Not sure how to realistically prepare for one though. Might not be coming our way anytime soon anyway. I think these Crusaders will join in though. We have a lot of abilities to summon extra support, so even though they're not good enough to take care of them, they're good enough to buy me the necessary time. I'm not particularly worried about such things. Einer and Betror.
I say we rest more, then we work harder. Rest make better work. How that possible? Rest more mean less time for work. Happy worker is more Happy worker is happier. Happier better, Betror. Me happy on not being beaten, so no more resting talk, got it? Hello, what we do for you this fine day?
Did I hear you say someone's been beating you? That's appalling. Unforgivable.
That's what me said, with shorter words. Who are you? You don't smell like Crusader.
Smells can be deceiving, my impossibly hairy friend. Here, I have KLR seal.
Stupid Anya. They got the Shining Lady seal. Doesn't smell like Crusader. What kind of talk is that? Anya not very smart. Hop on, we take you up.
So we need to go up. Okay. At least we have a way to move forward without getting into fights. Crusader priests. Named ones. Probably someone who could have one of those items they wanted in the camp. Not sure if it's a smart idea for us to try to talk with these.
I welcome you with outstretched hand.
What is this? Mercenaries near the castle? Neath the castle. I do what I do for honor, not gold. You are a true believer of the Shining Lady's cause, then. Forgive me, friend, I judge you too harshly, forgetting that the lady welcomes all people of good faith, regardless of their past deeds or their appearance. We offer temple services. Bullets would be very useful. I'm running out. Okay stuff mostly. Right, more or less we need something that has magic in it. If it has extra something, that's fine too. I mean, plus one bullet is 400 for 40. If it has an elemental damage, it's just 100 gold more, and the elemental damage is pretty much doubles the damage it does, so I really don't see a reason to buy normal plus one bullets. You would have to buy multiple versions, which is not particularly a problem. His prices are pretty normal. Nothing particularly specially good or bad about them. I think I'll also buy some plus 2 bullets. Might need the extra enchantment on some of them. Right, that should be enough bullets. I'm pretty poor at this point, so that's not good. But yeah, we were having problems already. Don't use normal bullets. Lots of ice. Good invisibility. Then here has a decent selection of backup spells now in Scroll 4. If we get into a tough fight and run out of protection spells, she can do it all through scrolls.
Yep.
If none are better.
I am not a servant to carry so much. I have dropped it.
called? Yep.
Well, the ammunition is always welcome. Ice and electricity. This might be +3 ammunition.
I am not a servant to carry so much.
Yep.
I have dropped it.
At once.
A lot of crusaders. Some mercenaries. They're really throwing around those fire resistance potions.
I am not a servant to carry so much.
My pockets are a little
I
full
have
right now.
dropped it.
Had to drop it.
Okay, this is not acceptable. Acid protection. Color me skeptical. I think I could have identified it if it was an actual protection scroll. At the same time, I'm not sure why they would hoard curse scrolls here. You're just asking for trouble. Electrical resistance for 2 hours, which is weird because we have electrical immunity for probably around similar duration. Like Rhonda is here, whoever that is. This luxurious bed stands out in sharp contrast to its barren surrounding. All for Rhonda.
You bet.
It has been too long since Minsk journeyed with such a fine companion.
Yep.
Can I help? If none are better.
Interesting looking arrows. Fighting arrows. Exploding arrows, very like. Yes. Not sure what these are. +3 arrows. I gave away the anti-troll weapon. I sort of don't see us having to use it anymore. Okay, who is Rhonda?
Oh, who are you?
I apparently have to say my name to this one. Are you with the Crusade?
Rhonda? Is it really you? What are you doing
Oh,
down
fuck.
here?
Glenn, did the Crusade catch you too?
No, I'm with my friend here. This is my cousin Rhonda Swiftwood's daughter. Rhonda, we're working against the Crusade. Well, he is. I'm mostly just along for the ride.
Yeah, why don't you shout it a little bit louder here amidst the other Crusaders? You've got to get out of here, Glenn. Yeah, you are the one who needs to leave, milady. This place isn't safe, and it's going to get even less safe by the time I'm done with it. What are you planning?
That depends on whether we can get past those ogres and up to DragonSpear.
We've already gotten past them.
Ogres? You mean Einar and Betror?
You know them? Oh yes, if you want to go up to DragonSpear, let me talk to them. I'll get you up there. But we already... I'm surprised they let her travel, move around here without any kind of guards around.
A happy worker's a more productive worker, Betror. That's a fact. I can prove it with numbers.
Rhonda, good to see you.
I was wondering if you could do me a little favor. My cousin here needs to get up to the basement.
Sure, no problem. Have him and his friends hop on. Belbin say no taking people up without permission. Belbin say a lot of things. Get on board. Best we get you up quick.
You have my thanks, Ogres. And you, Rhonda, stay safe.
I will, Glint. You just make sure you do the same.
And she disappeared. Fine. A bit larger map, but not a massive one. So the actual fighting happens here, so everything up until this point you can probably get without causing any fuss. I don't think that's going to apply soon anymore.
So when do you figure things are going to fall apart? Can't be long now.
Yep, I'm sort of with you.
What's the meaning of this? I didn't requisition any more supplies, and you're not one of Heffernan's Black Hoods. Explain yourself.
Looking for Belbin? He's Belbin.
I am he.
You shouldn't have abused those ogres, Belbin. Abused? How shall you abuse? Okay, what do we have here? Looks like a... Okay, the cleric is the only real problem as far as I can see. But go after that archer. You take care of the
Yes?
cleric. Won't be casting anything anymore.
Damn. That stings,
And
doesn't
one
it,
archer
Evil?
down. We want the scouts next. They didn't have annoying special abilities.
For the fallen!
I'll leave Belbin for last. I'll use someone to disable him in the meantime.
Charge! My magic will end thee!
Damn. Damn.
Off goes Shadow!
'Tis my will!
Damn.
If none are but better.
We might have gotten some useful information from that man. Do us no harm to consider alternatives to mindless slaughter on occasion. Yeah, but I didn't actually have much of a chance to talk with him, did I? So I'm not sure what the hell you're bitching about.
At once.
Bjorn Little Club. Troll.
You bet.
At once.
Troll Penny Key. Ammunition for weapons we don't have. A lot of clarity potions. Also a lot of these shitty heal poison removal potions. I think they remove diseases too, which might be the best use for them. Good food. Where did you come from, troll? Yeah, I'm not a crusader. Who are you? Little Club is my name. Yard, Little Club. Crusade keep me in cage, but I got free. Get down here. So hungry. So hungry. Yep, grab as much as you can and go, Bjorn. It's not safe here. Are you a good man, Elf? Bjorn thanks you. Thank you. Yeah, he's clearly not going anywhere though. What is this? Interior of this crate is coated with gooey substance mystically imbued with luminescence to illuminate the area. Yeah, this looks like very weird. Sure, I want to go there. What was in those boxes?
You bet.
I can use some of the barrels. Good stuff again. We have so many potions. So many. What are these? Barrels line the walls, filled with enough water to sustain Kellar's crusade and DragonSpear capital at once. Yeah, why not? Yeah, we could have poisoned this, I guess. Might still be worthwhile to just sabotage
Though I can't
barrels.
see in the dark,
It will take a long time before someone realizes they're leaking. I don't think our plan was, well, it was
This
a
group
siege.
shows promise. Extraordinary.
Forcing them to run out of food and supplies is a pretty big part of a siege. Okay. Where are the golems guarding? Crusader Elite, Scouts. Seriously, what are you guarding? I think stone golems require +2 weapons for us to be able to harm them. It'd be hard to harm through magic. A lot of good crusaders here. So any kind of fight will be a big problem.
You bet.
I mean, it's gonna be these crusaders, these golems, and whoever's on the other side there.
I'll do it.
Decent looking ammunition, I suppose. Bullets of ice. Do we really need more bullets of ice? You store some of the ammunition in the ammunition container. I mean, I'm not particularly using it to deal with the darts, so why not just shove some ammunition in there? Some of the extra ones we don't use all that much. Don't need to have, doesn't have to be too much. Regular bullets, sure. Please leave things a bit more manageable.
Yes. If none are but better.
Named ones.
Those doors. The dragon carvings. I don't like the way they look at me.
So why not? They're locked. Any chance to the locks? Sort of skeptical about that. So
Yep.
yeah. Not a conventional lock.
If none are but better.
Heffernan and his two mage buddies. Well, this is gonna suck ass, but you know, it is what it is. I think we would be better off, in generally speaking, using range attacks against
Me?
these. In case it goes to a fight, which it probably will.
If none are but better.
Just need a little more patience, Master.
More patience, Heffernan. I have waited decades for this moment, and will wait longer still before I am free to return to the Prime.
And when you do, all will have been made ready for your arrival. Those who still live will be baptized in the blood of those sacrificed in your name. 1,000,000 souls will hold their arms up and scream your name, ready to embrace their new lord and master.
Your words paint a pretty picture, Heffernan. But your failures tell a different tale.
The Child of Baal is near, Master. Soon he will be ours. The portal to Avernus shall be opened once again.
I think the sensible choice at this stage would have just basically take a shot at Heffernan. You have darts, arrows, just fucking shoot the guy when he's talking instead of start a dialogue with him. I'm not gonna say anything. See where this goes.
Wait. Someone is here. You are not alone.
That's impossible. Mercenaries are not allowed in the castle. And no crusader would dare trespass in my personal chambers.
No crusader. And no mercenary either. The Ballspawn is within reach at last. Bring me their blood.
You heard the Master. Get him now.
All eyes on Heffernan. Might as well start casting the reveal spell already.
By demand?
What about you? Area effects low. Sure, haste will do us much good here. What exactly are you doing? We lost the target, right? Okay, fair enough. Got another.
Prepare for thy end!
The problem?
What the fuck are you doing? That was beautiful. Motherfucking beautiful. Just went into where all the enemies are waiting for us. A mage. On her own.
Do it.
Just boggles the mind how fucking retarded these guys are. You have a spell breaker, that's actually something you should be using.
Think carefully.
I'll do it.
This did
Just
not go
need a
how I
little
wanted
more
this to go.
The child would no.
You heard the master. Get him now.
I'll turn invisible pretty much immediately.
I killed 2 ogres with a pitchfork and some
Go in the fucking room
You're in
first.
the belly of the beast. There is no escape. I shall return with reinforcements to finish this once and for
I
all.
think I got a critical hit on him. Yep. 40 points of slashing damage from Khalid, his spell effects. That wasn't much of a fight.
Can I help you?
Yes?
Nature as we direct.
Yes.
Attack him.
I will recover.
What the fuck is the problem? Just kill the guy.
Are you sure we shouldn't be...
Attack him! Jesus fuck, what the hell are you waiting for? Alright, he's dead. One wasting extra darts on him anymore.
I'll do it.
Hmm. Oh look, I want a paralyzation with some charges. Want a frost with some charges. Hearts of War. Okay.
Huh?
Deros. Ooh, that's
At
the
once.
that's a ghost.
Bloody hells, Heffernan. What is it now? Wait. You're not Heffernan. Who are you?
Who are you? No. Call me Timir. You say you know Heffernan. What can you tell me about him?
I've no love for the fell-dirking beast. The swine bound me here. In life, I was Deros DragonSpear, builder of this castle. I've lingered here many years, watching my last home change hands and fall to ruin.
Have you learned anything of Hapernan's plans? Tell me what you know, I beseech you.
He plays the pious, kind-hearted priest, but he's trying to open a gate to the 9 hells, the snake. I first saw Heffernan when he came down here with that Aasimar, what's her name, Kalar. You know what an Aasimar is? Celestial blooded, you could say. They needed divine blood to open the gate, but Kalar's wasn't strong enough to do the job.
But the blood of a child of Baal opened the portal.
I don't know, probably. I overheard Heffernan say Kalar's blood was too weak, too diluted by generations. And God's direct descendants open a vein and that portal could pop right open.
What happened after Kalar's blood failed to open the portal?
Heffernan got madder than a hornet in a helmet. He stormed off with Kalar trailing after him. When he came back, I saw him use that altar there to speak with some dark creature. The fiend spotted me. Heffernan bound me right quick. I've been trapped ever since.
Is there anywhere I can set you free?
Rub those marks on the floor out and you'll break the spell binding me. Lend a hand. Or a boot. Get me out of this.
Done.
I'm free. But the fugue pulls on my soul. I hear the call of my old friend Halatathlayer. Thank you for bringing us back together. Listen now. In the center of the castle's main hall floor mosaic is a loose stone. If it's not been discovered, you should find something of worth beneath it. Axe high, friend. When you find Heffernan, give him a good kick in the nether regions for DragonSpear.
Well, 18,000. Not bad for basically doing nothing.
With flair!
The smell of incense hangs heavy in the air, almost but not quite covering the odor of rotting meat that lingers around this altar.
Dost thou wish us all dead? Nothing else can come of our remaining here.
Yeah, they're not gonna come with reinforcements, but how is that actually going to work? On magical entrapments. Many spells exist which can tear a subject's spirit from its body or its remains. Magic Jar is one such spell, an incantation which traps a creature's spirit in an object until it can inhabit a new host. Certain magic items can be crafted to contain a soul, some of them enchanted, so the holder of the container, be it a jar, a casket, a locket, or some other enclosed object, has power over the soul within. A spirit so trapped has no choice but to obey its captor until the item breaks or it is otherwise released. So this isn't particularly new information for us.
If none are better.
Interesting looking spells.
I am not a servant to carry so much.
For fuck's
I
sake,
have dropped
just
it.
what exactly can you do? I think the level might be level 5. This would protect the wizard from anti-spell protection spells. I don't see it being all that useful. The nature of the fights we have just don't really matter in that sense. Spell immunity level 6, right? No. 5. This is the best spell ever.
I'll do it.
You can be in deep shit as a caster before you get that. After you get it, everything seems to go your way. It's a very, very difficult to screw over a caster once they start to get those better
Me?
protection spells. Pretty much immunity against everything, at least for a short time. I think we need to get the fuck out of here more or less at this point. That would be very likely the main interest. The castle could be that we have to go there and fight. Probably going to lose them a lot to force the situation to a bit more serious.
If none are better.
Yeah, we can't. Still have no way of opening this. Either there's some kind of a. There's no point speculating on that.
I'll do it.
Oh shit.
Come at me!
Boo says discretion should be our watchword. Listen to Boo! Be discreet!
Tis my will!
Damn.
That stings, doesn't it, Evil?
Everyone's telling us not to fight, but what the hell was I supposed to do in this situation? He's gonna die.
An open wound in Mother Earth. I would plug
Still
it
have
under
the
the power.
seeing active.
If none are better.
Fall! Fall!
This group shows promise. Extraordinary.
They have casters. But they haven't.
For the fallen!
What the fuck are you
Whatever
people doing?
thy wills.
It's infuriating. Just more or less concerned about the casters. Pancakes. They would have a decent amount of range attack power. They would not be all that useful as against a major boss or something like that. When attacking something? Yeah, pretty much. I'm more or less okay with the ones we're using. Just gonna dump some damage on them. Although I'm not sure if that's even worth it. Pancakes will attack a lot of them.
Shows promise. Extraordinary.
They're trying to prevent me from getting accidentally.
Again?
Probably can't go there now. Probably. Loot whatever is available here. Darius has full plate +1, fire resistance, saber spread attacks. It's an okay armor. Fire resistance plus it's a breastplate. It's very good against slashing and piercing enemies. This has missile damage resistance, but that's all. So it's actually better than this. Right.
You're already dead.
Not sure what you people are doing, but try to kill something. What the fuck are you doing?
Done and done.
My magic will end this.
Dan.
For the fallen! Doom draws close to thee!
Sorry, I can't hold that much. I dropped it.
You dropped it. I'm gonna leave most of the crap here. It's worth some cash, but I think things are escalating toward a final conflict fairly soon, so a little bit of extra cash is not all that useful. We have a good team, we have a lot of extra usables and the like, so we have nothing specific we need to buy. We could buy always more of something that we already have, but that's not it. Okay, but the pancakes go to the other side of that. I mean, they don't have to move there.
I'll do it.
You called?
I don't think it's time. Either way, we are gonna bail on this now. I have to fight through everything.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
If none are better.
Hey, what be all that noise upstairs? Yeah, sounded like big fight.
Belben and I had a little disagreement, but it's all handled now. Nothing to worry about.
You got in trouble. You not Crusade. Come on, Betror. Time to smash.
Yeah, for fuck's sakes.
At once.
I'm not sure I see any value in having to fight through everything there, so I think I have an area of effect, invisibility scroll or something along those lines. Yeah. So we're just going to go a little bit invisible and walk out of here. At least that's
Whatever thy wills.
unless things are too well scripted, that
With
should
flair.
probably work.
Can I help
We
you?
have quite a few invisibility potions, so if one of us gets Invisibility broken, that's not a
none are
problem.
better.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I'll
Hey,
do it.
What be? Yeah, sounded like big fight. You got it. Come on, Petror. Time to smash.
Yeah, smash or no, they shouldn't be able to do all that much. They do have mages though, so this isn't gonna last. The invisibility lasts for 24 hours, so we are not in any hurry. They need to specifically disable it for it to be
I'll
no problem.
do it.
There shouldn't be any patrols here, anyone alive really. So you can use the shopkeeper though. Need to identify couple items.
Yes. At
What
once.
can I do for it? Quality and potency, guaranteed.
Rope of Mithril, Crown of Lies. Can memorize 2 extra 3rd level spells, 1 extra 4th level spell, 1 extra 5th level spell, minus 30 lore. I think it's not technically a cursed item. Placing the crown on one's head allows the wearer to prepare extra spells, but fills the head with false knowledge, so you can't identify items anymore. Still the extra spells are sort of worth it, but at the same time we already have a decent one. Movement speed is nice, casting speed increase is nice. But 3rd, 4th and 5th, that would be the best possible spells, good spells, and very key spells. I can still live without that though. I'm also thinking about ditching the cloud kill in favor of low resistance, because I think we're starting to face increasingly those tougher boss type monsters, and cloud kill is not all that useful there. We can more importantly, we can achieve similar results through other means, so we don't strictly speaking need the cloud kill. Rope of Mithril, only usable by what? For the wizard. Magic resistance plus 50%, holy shit. Disable spellcasting. May only be removed by curse spell. Remove curse spell. Oh, it's a rubbish basically. There are the 2 fish people still here that I don't think I ever killed. They want to die, they're just... There. That's the elf that's been causing trouble. Get him. Yeah, they don't give a crap. There's no way they can capture Khalid. I mean, I can't stay with him, he's so fast. But we got the information we more or less wanted, we planted the bomb, and that's about it. I don't think there was much of a plan to do anything else.
If none are better.
Let's go to the Boulder Bandit camp. We needed to talk to the leader again. Sure, if there's anything good coming from it, but we might as well do it. It's not much of a chore at this point. Mar and Caled.
Slug Chief again, huh? Soon we go back to caves, do what we do best. Smash heads, take gold.
Okay, that's great, Slot. Maybe try limit the smash into Crusader heads? You save me and I see Merce again. Merce say we give you prize as thanks. Belong to my family many years. Still don't know what it does. Something magic? Maybe you figure it out. Okay. You have friend now, Elf. Baprak watch over you like ogre. It's good thing. It seems like a fire resistance ring to me. And that's exactly what it is. We could use extra resistance rings. Doesn't particularly matter who gets it. I can't use it. Frontline fighters naturally have the priority. Even accidentally we could shoot one of our own. And you have a terrible shield, by the way. Imp shield +1. I don't know if I care too much. But we already have because I'm more or less using two-handed weapons with him, I didn't care what type of shield he uses. What about you two? I guess you could have found these outside the caverns. Completed the Dark Elf quest that way.
You are welcome here.
After reaching the surface, we sought some place to take shelter while we determined our next move. That's when we saw smoke from the ogre's fire. We asked to join them. Merce agreed. Yeah, I'm glad you to find you well, but will life among ogres suit you? Certainly. We've seen many new things already, and the ogres say we can remain with them so long as we pull our weight. We really can't thank you enough. I'm sure you've more important things to do than speak with us, so we'll leave you to them. Not really, though. You don't get anything from protecting these two. That's something that is worth noting. So you do it out of the goodness of your heart, or some other small reason. I particularly want to rest here. Right, so it's pretty much coalition camp and probably attack on the DragonSpear castle at this point. Timir, you're here. Good. Torsin Delancey told me to send you to him if you return. Yeah. I'll go to speak with him and the other commanders. You will not find them in the camp, sir. They're at Dead Man's Pass. Kalar has called for a parley and the commanders left to meet with her. You should go to the pass as soon as you're able and join the discussion. Are they going to sell me out?
If none are better.
At least one of the leaders would, because he doesn't want to fight and he has no morals. I do hope that it's I wouldn't trust anyone at this point, knowing that Kalar is incredibly good at convincing people, persuading them, and I know what their plan is. So one way or another they're going to get some of my blood. I would treat everyone as a potential traitor at this point, even the commander of the enemy our camp. I'll sell some of my stuff simply to get the extra cash. Probably best yet. He offers more than twice the amount of gold for the same items. I don't want to buy anything from him, but there's spots. Also gotta play the game with the enemy cleric. Yeah, that's no longer an option. Probably at least. Although we don't have that much we want to sell. Maybe like a couple of shitty items and an armor piece. We lose a little bit of missile damage resistance. Everything else is now vastly superior, especially the armor class versus slashing and piercing. They're better than appear, so yeah, it's -8 against missiles now. Yeah, I'm thinking of selling this armor. It's not horrible by any means, but we also don't really have a use for it. I'm keeping +2 and +3 weaponry, just in case. The extra spells could be very useful at some point. And at some point lore doesn't matter, because we can also always use identification scrolls to do the necessary identification. $49,000 gold.
So many shadows at night. I see enemies behind every tree or house.
Was there a scroll seller? Yes, the general's shopkeeper or whoever was responsible for handing out supplies. I want to buy identification scrolls in case I start to use the crown. Billigarm. Right, scrolls specifically. What about wands? Could afford something decent. It would have to be a summoning wand at this point. I don't see anything else specifically offering anything of value. I sort of want another. It means I can spam the summons if necessary. Right. But identification scrolls. I could buy a couple of others, but I don't know if it's worth it. $50 charges, holy shit. I was expecting 20 at most. 50? Like 64 charges of summoned monsters. Are you shitting me? Like I could spam this shit in every fight and I still couldn't run out of these charges. Ah, god damn it. A bard would be incredibly useful in this game. And the skull would be a good part too. Just the amount of wands. He would have to have any attack capability besides the wands and he would be incredibly useful. Well, whatever. I do want to rest before I'll rest and leave things there. Because I think the moment we go into the Dead Man's Pass, things are going to escalate and turn to whatever the end game of this game really requires. And it probably isn't going to be a good turn of events, because otherwise I have a tough time seeing how could they force the gate open anyway. I feel like we have to face the big boss, man. That's what it's all about. The demon or whatever it is behind all of it. We should maybe buy arrows of dispelling. Not sure if anything else has any real use for us. The anti-magic thing isn't quite the same. This is spell casting failure, but dispelling would remove the effects they have on currently. This is something you don't necessarily have to ever use, but let's say there's a fairly dangerous guy or demon or whatever. It's going to be very hard to dispel their effects simply because they have natural magic resistance on them. I certainly don't. Even if I were to fill every slot I have with dispelling effects, it would be like 3 to 4 spells at maximum. And it would leave me incredibly invulnerable in other areas, but 5 arrows of dispelling are like 1200 gold. I can easily get more of these. Have a couple of guys barrage the target with these arrows if necessary. Probably not gonna need them in the, but if we do, yeah, it'd be a good idea to have them. Arrows of detonation are sort of in a similar position. It's pretty much the only way to help an enemy group with a lot of explosions. We could get 2 guys to fire these. It would be 4 arrows per guy. But that's a lot. That's basically the end of any kind of attack force. Similar situation with the dispelling arrows. 4 arrows each. Not sure we want to use +1 arrows for anything. Okay, more +2 arrows. Just looking through my options. We need to replace the +1s with something. Even an arrow of ice is probably good enough. Not really a magical one. It's not a plus weapon, so that's why I don't particularly want to use them. As it might be the best option. At least these are magical. This is +2. Right, so it'll definitely work against everything. I don't see a major problem. Anyone leveling up anytime soon? Nope. Yes. Yes. Nope. Nope. Yes. So we're probably going to be getting us 3 more level ups very quickly. Still, gotta rest. And I'll leave things here. Next time, probably a twist if the game has a twist ready for us. But I would also imagine things will line up according to what the end game is pretty much going to be.